I'm making an updated video on how I currently do braid outs on my hair. It has changed slightly from what I used to do, but for now this is what I found works best for my hair, causing the least amount of damage and the best results. So I'm starting off with 2 weeks old braid out. I'm just lightly detangling the clumps in my hair, separating them. Starting from here, my hair has been freshly shampooed, detangled, conditioned, and now it's the styling stage. So I've done the left and then the right hand side of my hair, and I'm currently doing the left hand side. I've applied product to the left hand side of my hair. I've applied a leave-in conditioner and a sealant which seals on the moisture. What I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this one section into 3 sections, and this will allow the braid that I installed to hold the hair properly so that the hair clumps. I think I found that the smaller the sections are, the easier or the better the braid out comes, because there's less curls to separate and they're more defined. The reason I don't do as many braids is because wash day isn't really, I don't want to be sitting there doing a lot of braids because wash day is enough already. I'm using the rat tail comb here to separate the first section. I don't know why I'm trying to get the lines really straight. I normally don't do this, but for the sake of the video I guess I did. And then, as I said, my hair's already been moisturized with a leave-in conditioner and a sealant. So I'm going to put the rest of my hair up and clip that away whilst I lightly detangle or finger detangle the section I'm about to braid before putting it into a braid. So this is a close-up of what my hair looks like when it's moisturized. It's currently in a shrunken state, so the curls have clumped together because of the products I've used. Because of the products I've used, it's easier for the curls to show up, which means that when I install the braid, it will kind of like take the form of the braid, and so the braid out comes out more defined and lasts longer than if I didn't use a curl defining product. So I'm just braiding my hair, and what I like to do is as I braid I finger detangle, because as you get to the end you might find 1 or 2 like stray hairs, and then you have to decide what do I want to do with the hair. Sometimes it comes out easily, I don't know if you know what I mean, but sometimes I end up pulling my hair and the ends of my hair ends up tangling on itself. So as I get to the end, I'd say maybe 1 to 2 inches, I'll twist the final section out. I used to split, before I twist my hair, I used to split that section into 2 equal sections to make it easier to twist, but what I do is I combine, because as you braid you have 3 sections, so I combine 2 of those 3 sections into one, and then I twist that way. And the reason being is because when it comes to takedown, the more you have to separate your hair as you're transitioning from the twist to the braid, you'll find that you have to separate the hair more, and so it just reduces the likelihood for your hair snagging, pulling and breaking off. And as you know, the ends of your hair is the most weakest and vulnerable, so you want to do as much as you can to preserve it and protect it. So after that I move on to the second section of my hair and I just repeat the same. See at the end of the second section of my hair, I didn't finger detangle as much as I was getting to the end, which meant that there was a stray hair left over, which I ended up pulling. And this is what you want to avoid doing, which I inevitably did. Pulling hair isn't bad, but then it's when you pull hair and it breaks off, but the hair doesn't come out as a whole strand of hair, which means that it will break off, and it's the point at which it breaks off. It means that the part that which is broken off is now damaged, so you're more likely to get split ends at that part, which is why it's best to detangle properly. And then I'm moving on to the final section and just doing the same thing again. this is a close-up of how I braid and twist the end of my hair. I just make sure that the ends of my hair are the most moisturized, so sometimes I might apply extra product to the ends, just to make sure that they're moisturized and not dry. My camera at this point was saying focus here. It was not trying to focus. So this is about, I want to say 2 or 3 days after I wash my hair, and I'm taking the braids down, separating my hair. I am a big fan of side parts because, I don't know, middle parts just don't do it for me, so I prefer side parts, and I usually just do a side part and leave it, but I think I prefer to like bobby pin the side of my hair a bit, just so it just looks a bit cleaner. And that is the end of the styling process for me. At the end of the day, I'll just braid my hair back up. And it doesn't really get dry because I use the sealant. So I think that's the benefit of using the sealant. And that is it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.